Hi everyone, I'm happy to be today. It's the third session, awareness session for InnoBooster program. InnoBooster program is program financed by Visegrad Fund and supposed to unite the region, startups and ecosystem from Poland, Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia and Ukraine to connect each other and to build joint program. And we are welcoming today's three brilliant speakers respectively from Hungary, Poland, and Czech Republic, who will show us their way how to work with new markets, how to scale up, what connections can be useful, how we can build together the region. Actually, the Eastern Europe is quite strong technical region. And we know if we connect all tech innovation specialists, all people with master's degree in engineering, IT, and innovation, then we will have stronger ecosystem than even United States. But unfortunately, United States work like this. They just steal great talents from the region. And the idea of this program to build up the region, to connect the region, and to raise it up. And I think all together we can do it. I want to introduce Antonin Ferdan, our speaker from Czech Republic, person who knows everyone and everything there, and who has huge experience working with startups, who already know how to criticize startups and can give you many valuable advice what to do and what not to do. And actually, he will tell us about Czech market, Czech startups ecosystem. And please, Antonin Ferdan, the floor is yours, please. You're on mute, so just switch on there.
Hi everyone. I hope that you will hear me and then that the internet connection will be stable. So let's cross the fingers. I think that I will go straight forward to move. I'm glad to be here and to see some people, actually rather the photos than the people. And hope we will have enough questions to make a discussion here. If you are a startup which wants to go to Czech Republic, or if you are an investor, or if you are ecosystem builder, let's say, or community builder, you are welcome to Czech Republic. And I would love to make short presentation about how is it in Czech Republic and the Czech startup scene. I don't know everything, to be honest, but we have ChatGPT. So please, if you will be missing something, you can use ChatGPT and get more information. And I think that it's totally enough. So how will look my short presentation? I guess it will take like around 12 minutes. At the beginning, I would like to introduce a little bit myself, that you will know actually what's possible connection and synergy in between us. I would love to make a short notice about how was the year 2022 in Czech Republic via the numbers. And I was trying to guess what you will probably need. So I was trying to choose the different kind of answers for different kind of questions you possibly have in your heads. And of course, there are some tips where to find more sources, more informations about the Czech ecosystem or Czech companies or. So I think that it will take around 12 minutes. But if you will have any kind of question or disagreement, please don't hesitate and just talk. I hope that in the worst scenario, I will just mute you. So it's fine.
Perfect.
So who I am? Let's start with the beginning. I'm a father of 3 kids. I'm like 35 years old, and I started with my NGO where I was focusing on education and let's say innovation in educational field. I have my own startup as well, and I work in the ecosystem of startups or supporting startups like some years, let's say, and. I'm working mainly as a consultant for startups and for small and medium enterprises, focusing on business development and organization. So those two things are like my target. The thing I'm the most proud on is the network of different kind of innovation center in Czech Republic. which is called Innovate. So I will give you this kind of link at the end, but you can see it in each of logo of the partner actually at the right side. This kind of let's say institution or organization or brand is connecting all the people which are interested in supporting startups in Czech Republic. So this is the entry point. You need something, you need some contacts, or you just want to develop your business. There are incubators inside, there are accelerators inside, there are like co-works, there are like public sources to support you. They have, each of us has different kind of angel investors as well connected to us. And we are organizing as well some kind of events where we are meeting with each other like two times per year and presenting the best startups we actually incubate. I was part of Lipo Inc., which is the smallest logo actually there. And I end up with this cooperation actually last year. And since that, I started to work with Impact Hub, because for me, it's important to support things which has quite visible and clear impact to the future. That's as well what I was saying like 20 minutes ago when you were still black or somewhere. My main focus is on companies and people who take it seriously and think about the business from the long perspective, not just to sell it and go away from what they created. I think that is much more important than supporting startups actually. So this is the key. So this is my small career path, let's say. But I was as well in municipality, I was in corporate, I was in educational system. So how looked the year 2022 in Czech Republic? Just to give you a short overview, we got one unicorn, woohoo, which is cool. I will tell you the name afterwards, but maybe you noticed or you are using this company. We got 200 plus investments, so it's not so much, and the market is quite really small. But we have a lot of money in the market. Even it was worse than 2021. We expect that next year this one will be richer than was the previous, because there is a lot of money and not so many ideas. So you are welcome to come. You can imagine that there was 120, 160 pre-seed or seed investments. So you can imagine where is the main focus. And the average was like 0.75 million euros. So it's not so much, but for the enter the market, I think that it's totally perfect. We have around 52 venture capital funds based in Czech Republic. Need more information in the code I put there, because there is quite nicely create summary from one of the lawyer company about the situation in startups in Czech Republic. So you have everything written there. So if you want to go deeper, just please go, because I will just repeat the things which are there written. Yes.
And who was this famous unicorn? Who was this unicorn? Can you tell us the name and the story with the product behind it?
I think that we will go forward, and I will have a logo there, so I will show you. But you know the product board, maybe. Do you know product board company?
Not really. Not really. Maybe my friends here from the ecosystem know.
I mean, they are quite in e-commerce and yeah, actually this is the main focus. So you can check it on Google. We'll go back to it in the presentation. So just small tips I was guessing you probably need, and there was one question already. So what is the best of from my experience? I'm underlying this this thing. If you need money, if you need investment in Czech Republic, I can recommend you, by my personal experience, those venture capital funds. I was trying to somehow show how much money they averagely give to the startups. The focus is in Czech Republic usually as in the other part of the world. So if you have software, good. If you have hardware, well, good luck. I mean, good luck.
Good luck.
But the most wanted in Czech Republic is actually blockchain, partly. Then, of course, something which is in the middle of Europe, like the machine learning and machine vision. This is like something what is in peak right now. But I will go in the next slide as well to the topics you're supposed to take into consideration for the business development in the future. If you need more than 5 million euro, I think that it's not the country you should try to get that, the Czech Republic. I mean, it's not so open for giving more than 5 million euro. So if you need co-lead, then it's fine. If you need like a small start for the beginning, well, it's fine. But for the bigger rounds, go away. I mean, this is yeah. Actually, we are really great in hardware, but we are really bad in financing hardware companies. If I should answer your question, and it's usually the valuation of this kind of company is much more lower than the software one. So if you are doing hardware, then your valuation will be really low because there is too many risks and too many things which we have almost zero unemployment. So if you want to create something where you need people to create it, well, that's risk itself. So if I can recommend you, just with the hardware, try to sell as much as you can by yourself, bootstrap it, and then try to find some more sustainable product. Sorry for that. Natalia?
Hello, I'm a mother of two sons. I have one NGO and I have one startup in educational sphere. And I would like to ask you, what funds do you recommend in a tech sphere? Maybe funds, maybe angels in early seed stage.
Early. Well, in early, that means that you are looking like for less than 0.5 million euro or even more.
And more. I'm looking for 1.2 million euro, but I can take it by smaller parts.
Elevate me, your page, please.
Okay, I'm a founder of interactive TikTok-style math platform and tutoring marketplace for K-12 for children and teachers. Do you know that more than 30% of our kids fail to graduate school because they were born in the digital age and are completely uninterested in old school materials? We took into account clip syncing of our kids and have created TikTok-style lessons with animated video lectures, gamification, scoring system, and awards. We have grown 10 times during last years and reached more than 118,000 registered users, 10,000 of whom are our paying users. And recently we were funded by Google for Startups. Now we are scaling our project to North American market and European markets, and we plan to reach 6 million happy users till 2025. And
thank you very much.
Okay.
Go for Depot Ventures.
Depot Ventures, okay.
I think that they will be more fitting to your needs, actually. And you can apply online for the first screening. So you will get quite fast answer. They have quite good system and they are focusing on the middle of Europe startups. So just go for that.
Maybe you can do a warm intro.
Yeah, I can just try to at least at the beginning just go to their system, because they have quite nicely provide this procedure of approvement of investments. And anyway, they will send you there. So we will record the page, etc., etc., and maybe you will come to me again. But just write it there, please,
Okay.
because the information structure is needed anyway.
Okay, thank you for your advice.
So, and this is like the Deepo venture is I wanted to recommend actually, because their main focus is now on developing this Middle Europe startups. So, and they are even open for some hardware things. So if you want to go for hardware, maybe you can try, but in other ones, I think that the possible success is really low. If you have the hardware which is supporting the sustainability, like ecological things, then it's Fund Telia, which is quite good for it. But you need to prove really impact on Earth. So if you need example of Czech unicorn, then you have this product board, which is the SaaS product, and I just recommend you to Google the story, because it's quite well known. We have other as well on the way, so you can check Tatum, Rosum, etc., etc. So mainly really the software startups, let's say, focusing on financial services even. One of my clients is as well interesting. I can recommend you, and it was the client of DEX Innovation Center, which is represent a partner here in Czech Republic. It's Pointy. You can check their website. Then they raised some money as well, just last year, I think, around 5 million euros. And my favorite company, which is like my baby, it's called Null Spaces, and they are software and hardware as well, partly. They are doing this machine vision things. I can recommend you. They just raised €500,000 1.5 months ago, and they were like from totally nothing, from zero to investment in 2 years. So they have already black numbers. If you need Accelerate in Czech Republic or in middle of Europe, let's say, there is nothing better than Startup Yard. I mean, this is seriously the best accelerator, but it's really hard to get in, to be selected. They are choosing properly. They have the incubation as well, and they are able to connect with the investors as well quite wisely. So if you are looking for growing and you believe in yourself, just go to Startup Yard, because there is nothing better in the middle of Europe. And I mean it really seriously. If you need to be visible in Czech Republic or even in Visegrad, I guess that it's European and actually World Cup. So in Czech Republic, we have this Startup World Cup Summit organized by Disruptors, which is quite a cool event, and I can recommend. It's usually in autumn, so you are welcome to come and to get to be visible. If you have impact, well, we are here for you because we are a network. So whenever on the world you come to Impact Hub, you can connect with us actually. And in Czech Republic, we have some kind of specifics because we are focusing on even giving money in some startups via the Telia venture fund, and we have even for the really early stage startups like 0.5 million euros investment, but they are like pre-seed startups. The main focus is on impact. So if you are like sustainable, focusing on that, we are here for you, but we are giving small money expecting a high level of impact. It's first social impact investment venture in Czech Republic. So we are not investing into the 10 times higher value in 3 years or 5 years, but we are looking at impact, which is quite cool for me, not for you. If you need, maybe you have a technology or you have some product and you need to enter the market here. I only can recommend you the YITS. It's an innovation center from South Moravia, and they are the best. I mean, they have strong connections. They are leading the Innovate network currently, and they have really good system of soft lending of technologies to the corporations. So if you need to connect with some possible customer or references, so use them. They are really the best, and they have connections all over the Europe. So and they are great people. I mean, this is the key. They are really great. Sorry, I will just turn my phone.
Okay, guys. So if you have questions, Antonin is there.
Yeah, ask. I am trying to check the chat. You wrote if there are any venture funds or accelerators that focus on IoT. Actually, few of them, yes, but IoT is one of the market which is almost like over the peak, let's say, in Czech Republic. There is not so many spaces in Czech Republic to be recognizable by the customers, because there is a lot of companies focusing on such a topic. So if you want to enter the market in Czech Republic, this area will be quite hard. My colleagues from Hardvario, which is exactly IoT thing, and the Prague stock with their company right now, like half of a year ago, and they got quite nice money to develop. So you can check them, and you can always connect with them. They are, again, great people. They are able to support you and give you some contacts for possible investments. The accelerators, I can recommend you Prusha Lab, which is focusing on 3D printing, and they are really like open to give you even some money and equipment. So this is something what can be helpful. They are making as well accelerators. I don't know if you know Prusha 3D printers, but they are well known in Europe, like high quality level. If there is any kind of need of public support, you can use as well those for contact places. I will go back to question in a minute. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You can use the Czech Trade, which is quite well-working organization with the quite right people. You can use the European Space Agency business incubation centers, because in Prague we have Galileo, and we are trying to make the best for the communication in the space. And you can use the Innovate network, which is currently moving even to Slovakia. So if you want to enter the Czech market, you can use this Innovate, and you are as well on the Slovakia market. And there is Czech Invest, which I cannot recommend, but I need to say that there is. They are like more governmental, more. It's more governmental. Well, if you want to make a startup in Czech Republic, I recommend you focus on some topics which are currently here on the hype. The first one is hydrogen and everything connected with the clean energy using hydrogen. You maybe know that Honeywell received $1 billion to develop the planes on a full fulfilling by filling by hydrogen or using the fuel as a hydrogen. And there are several companies working on developing the hydrogen energy system, which will be zero carbon print. We have this kind of space communication. We have the best optic in the world, let's say. So if you want to start here and you have some kind of useful tools which can be connect with such a things, I can recommend you to come. And we have this Copernicus and Galileo satellites under our control. So quite good opportunity. You can check the ESA tenders for your growth. They are really good. There is quite a lot of money for basic research. So they will finance you actually the development. The IoT possibly can have the can be applied in sharing energy or community energy things. It's current topic in Czech Republic, still not developed well. We are waiting for the legislative changes, so there will be potential, huge one. So if you are in this kind of field focusing, welcome, and please come because we are looking for such solutions. So clean energy. If you need more information about current startups or initiatives or tips or whatever, just you can check those free sources, like Lupa is one of the website where you can get information. I think that you all can translate all the articles via DeepL whenever you want. So I expect that it's not problem that it's in Czech, because you can translate it in like 10 seconds. Czech branch is the same, actually. There are overviews, there are monthly reports about how is it in Czech Republic, what startups got financed and from whom, etc., etc. So I recommend to watch it. Forbes, of course, I'm not a big fan of Forbes, but still there are a few tips sometimes. And maybe the logo on the right side recognizes a ChatGPT. So please don't hesitate to use this kind of source. And I don't know how much time you spend by listening to me, but I guess it's quite a lot already. So this is the contact to me if you need any more informations or if you need some consulting in some basic things. I'm able to provide it by your beautiful eyes and not receiving any kind of benefit for me in the financial terms. So for free, let's say, but it has limitations. Okay, so do you have any kind of questions you want to ask and you didn't during my exploration?
Guys, don't be shy. Please raise your hand if any kind of question.
I have a question. Could I ask it?
Yes.
Maybe you can recommend some grant programs for social impact attack programs. For example, for Ukrainian refugees, we have special programs for children, Ukrainian refugees in different countries.
Yeah, actually, in this field, we are not really so much organized, let's say, and everybody is doing a little bit for like by themselves some things. From perspective, I just basic European programs, like the overall, because there is much more impact, much more money, much more activities, and in Czech Republic there are few people or few companies trying to do the initiative to support actually. But you can check the YITS, and YITS has different kind of programs focusing on supporting Czech and Ukrainian cooperation in this field. And we will have in June, I think, the conference of European Business Network, where we will be discussing the ways how we can support actually Ukraine after you win the war. I am saying that loudly.
Thank you.
Any questions? Any more questions? Then thank you, Antonin. It was very valuable. It's exactly what we wanted to know. Who is who in your market, and with whom to speak, and who are financing, who are not financing, who are pretending. You know, it's always exactly valuable to know information from insiders and those people who work in the market. So thank you. We really appreciate it. And now I'm happy to invite Elemer Eszter, speaker from the Hungary, person who knows everything about Hungarian ecosystem, who is part probably of Hungarian Venture Capital and Private Equity Association, right? And you also part of Impact Hub Hungary. I mean, Elemer, please introduce yourself and tell us more about all your titles and what you do. I know that you are one of the most important investments person in Hungarian market. You are on mute, please join us.
See, yeah. So hello everyone.
Please, we will switch it on, switch it off. Just a second. Antonin, can you?
No?
Yes, please.
It's okay. Perfect. So hello everyone. Dear Elena, it's really a great honor, and I'm extremely grateful to you that you keep going organizing such an event. So to boost up our cross-border cooperation and connection, and thank you for that. I think close to a year before, I was invited to an event to Vienna. The event was organized by InnoBooster, the Romanian VC and startup incubator, which is from one hand try to boost up the Romanian VC market, from the other hand are accelerating some extremely good startups in Romania. So and during the discussion, there was a lot of stereotype questions. Okay, what are you doing? What is your focus area? What's your plans? What's your mission as a VC? And I was thinking about, why do we speaking about irrelevant issues? Why do we speaking about stereotypes? And I just came to the idea that's the only important issue what we have to tackle, the only real issue, how can we together lift up Europe? And I know that it is a bit so probably my speech or what I want to transmit for you is as organized as the previous one, and I'm not really as informative as the previous one was, but I'm more want to talk about the intention of our community, our VC community in Hungary, and probably I want to give you more information about the intention and the activities what we are doing right now. Certainly, I would be extremely happy if this discussion will be a discussion and not a presentation. So I would be extremely happy if you can have questions, and I'm happy to answer to any question. Furthermore, I'm open to discuss one-on-one. So if you want to reach me out, and if you need any help or any advice or any information about the Hungarian VC private equity startup market, I'm happy to contact with anyone and to have a one-on-one discussion as well. So about myself, I have 3 boys, so 3 kids, and probably this 3 human life is my best investment forever, and I'm really convinced about this. I'm living in Budapest. I was born here, but I had a chance and the opportunity to live a bit in Germany, in Switzerland, and in the United States. for different periods. So therefore, probably my mindset or an openness is really helpful to communicate with other parties, to communicate with companies, and to go together or to stick together the communities. I'm a VC guy. I was starting to deal with VC in 2008. I'm managing my third fund actually, and right now I'm managing, or we are managing as 4 partners, an impact VC fund, which is important. That impact investing or impact VC investment is nothing to lose from the VC methodology. It's just an additional thing. Impact investing means that you're not only focusing on making a lot of money, you're focusing, next to making a lot of money, essential amount of money, to measure the social and the environmental impact what your portfolio companies are producing. So I'm a bit exotic, from this perspective, I'm not a usual VC guy, because I believe in this impact investment. Next to this professional activity, that I'm a VC guy and I'm an impact VC guy. I'm chairman of the Hungarian Venture Capital Association, and I'm also chairman of the Hungarian and Central Eastern European Impact Investors Association. So I'm a community guy. I believe in community. I believe in the power of community, and I'm really committed with the idea to from business perspective and from the perspective of the first phrase or first program, what I just mentioned at the very beginning, to lift up Europe. I clearly believe that cross-border co-investments on every level, so on the level of LPs and on the level of GPs, so investment teams and fund of funds. The message, or my message, or our message from HVCA, Hungarian Venture Capital Association, and THBA, Central and Eastern European Impact Investors Association, the message is the same. Please, all money holder or all GP team, consider more and more European cross-border investment, European co-investment with other funds, with other fund of funds. Go a bit forward and go to the more exact information about the Hungarian market. So in Hungary, we have approximately 40 venture capital teams, 40, pretty active, and 15 from this 40, so 15 from this 40 are extremely well connected internationally, well trained and successful. Probably you heard about AI Motive, which one of our largest proudness from Hungary. It was autonomous driving hardware software developer company, which was founded 10 years before, and in an exit, the founder László Kishonti was just sold the company for the ever highest exit price in the region. So we are really proud on them, and I hope that many other successfully VC story will come up from our region. And it's an intention not to say from Hungary, because I believe in our field where we are active, so in the startup and VC ecosystem, which is a combined ecosystem, we can be only successful if we are doing more and more cross-border co-investment. Okay, so we have a quite large startup ecosystem with a lot of accelerators and incubators here in Hungary. Certainly, we have Impact Hub as well, which is really active in Hungary, and it makes me happy that it was mentioned already that all of these incubators and accelerators are working partly with government money, because there are a lot of state-financed programs, accelerator programs, where certainly as everyone in Europe is doing from the state side or from the state level, try to magnet as much startups as we can to Budapest and to Hungary. So we have a lot of useful programs. If anyone is interested, exactly, I'm happy to connect either with the Angel Investor Association, which is extremely powerful in Hungary, and working together with the Austrian, with the Slovakia, so really regional, and we have more and more active angels. The good exits in the last 10 years, which was Logmein, Ustream, so a lot of it generate a lot of angel investors in Budapest. So we have wealthy founders who already exited from their startups and have a lot of money, and they want to scale up their success, not to be only a founder, but furthermore to be an angel investor. So if you want to come to Hungary as a startup, you have a great opportunity and a massive chance to find your investors who is an angel investor. If you're on the pretty early stage, those 15 VCs, which I already mentioned, they are extremely open and capable to finance from the certainly mainly post revenue phases, but to larger Series A and B rounds. So it's those are absolutely capable for this. And if anyone have got a specific question, there is a question, yes. IoT in Hungary. Yes, I already sent Day One Capital for you, Edwin, but I'm happy to discuss with you one-on-one, and I'm happy to chat with you one-on-one. I have another question from Natalia. Natalia, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you for your information. Do your fund investing in impact tech startups, but not a Series A, but seed stage from Ukraine, with traction and scaling to the international markets?
And the company is registered in Ukraine?
One of our companies in Ukraine, another one is in US.
In the US.
Yeah.
US, we are not capable. So the question is, in Hungary, yes, we have in Hungary VCs who are investing in Ukraine. That's for sure. And yes, there are VCs who has got a mandate which includes Ukraine as a geographical focus. My fund actually has got a European Union mandate, which means that at the time we are not capable. But I'm extremely convinced that if we try to get a deviation, we can. So my fund is open to get a one-pager from you, and to consider that if you fit in our focus, I'm happy. We are an impact fund, so therefore the impact focus will be okay. But we are happy to consider to invest in your company. And in general, yes, in Hungary, there are VCs who are investing in, for example, I think Day One is invested already in Ukraine. So yes, there are VCs who investing. I don't know what early stage you mentioned. So if it's a pre-revenue early stage, then it's a more difficult story. If you already generate some revenue, then I think there is a chance for that. Yes.
Okay, let's build a better future for our children together.
So I will send you my email address, and just drop me an email, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
If there is no questions, hello? Yes. No questions?
I want to ask you, Mr. Elemer, if you participate next week in the London Alpha Wealth, you are kind to accept my invitation for connect in the London. Thank you.
Yeah, certainly. I'm happy to connect with you. I think you send it to me the invitation through Brella. Okay, I will accept it, and I'm happy to meet with you.
Thank you very much.
So a couple of other information about the Hungarian current movement of the whole of Hungarian ecosystem. What we are doing right now with the Hungarian Entrepreneur Association, with the Hungarian Angel Association, and with the Startup Hungary Association, which led by Csongor Biás, probably you know that. We try to actually put back to back all of our programs to help the regional participants to come to Hungary and to visit as much program in one time period as they can. So therefore, if anyone is interested about the Hungarian ecosystem and wants to meet probably with all of the participants, at the very beginning of September, there will be 3 events next to each other: the Scale Up Fest, the Startup Fest, and the HBC yearly conference, investment conference. It will be done in 3 days. So if ever you want to either to meet with Hungarian VCs or to meet with Hungarian accelerators or meet with other Hungarian startups, that's the perfect opportunity for you to come and to personally do it. I'm extremely happy to give you furthermore information, and we are happy to invite other VCs from other European countries to be a content or to be a partner in this program, because we would be extremely happy to boost as much co-investment as we can, as I already mentioned. So I think that was in a nutshell what I want to drop up for first. I would be glad to answer for other questions, and if anyone has got any comment or question, I'm happy to continue it.
Thank you. Thank you, Elemer.
You are twice in the...
My connection on the computer is bad, so I switch on.
Okay.
So Piotr, you are next, please. I mean, introduce yourself, because I'm really we have troubles with connection, so please go ahead.
All right, I thought we've missed you already, Elena. Thank you very much. I'm Piotr. You can call me Peter. I'm from Wrocław in Poland. Elena, we have a voice coming also from your computer. Please switch it off. Thank you. All right, so nice being here, and I'm really happy to announce that we'll meet each other in person already in May, because Wolf Summit will be organized and hosted by the city of Wrocław, where I live. We call it Wrocław, the city of love. And I think as a startupper, you need to love what you do. And this is the most important, to be enthusiastic about what you are doing. I know that here I have startups that they have already MVP, that they already know, that you already know, that being a startupper is being a crazy romantic guy, you know, boarding a plane, jumping without parachute and trying to catch a bird. This is a difficult sometime, and I know that because I'm in this startup business since over 10 years. I was dealing with the new technologies, with IoT, with the consulting, business consulting related to tax advisory, also using SaaS services. And I'm also, since over 2 years, I'm also at the board of the Startup Founders, which is a startup association, NGO. And this is what I hardly recommend you. If you are not doing that yet, it's not only with whom you are doing that as a team, but with whom are you doing your business as your circle of trust. This is super important, in my opinion. And this is why Startup Founders, so this is our NGO, started 2016. I will share the link in the chat. This is only in Polish, but we are all English speakers. And if you would like, to have some more information about how we are doing that here, and if you would like to open, your startup or your company in Poland, or make a subsidiary here, don't hesitate to contact us. We are here to be your circle of trust. And why we are doing that in Wrocław in May? I think because Wrocław ranked pretty high in the international score of startup ecosystems. So there is that independent ranking of Dutch company called Dealroom CO, and I share also the link of that company. And according to their analysis based on data, Wrocław is number 8 worldwide as a tech ecosystem for startups. And we really see that. So for me, it's hard to compare with IoT as well. Edwin, you can be sure IoT, you will find if your product is productive, is effective, you will find your money for IoT. Currently, it's a problem to get the money from the VCs in Poland. We have over 40 VCs in our ecosystem, 15 accelerators, but to be honest, it will be really hard right now to get some funding from them. What you can count for is our national program for research and development. This is what we do as startuppers right now. So I will share with you 2 more links. That will be a link from our Startup Wrocław, so our association founded by so it's a publicly founded association. And I would have a question to Elena, if you could please. So here are our accelerators. Yeah, did I share it?
Yes, we have it in chat.
I would kindly ask you to gather all the information you got today from the Czech Republic, from Poland, and from Hungary, and put it all together into one spreadsheet. So the people, they will see us, they can have it as a takeaway. Not only a few slides, with some names, but if you could give it to us as in the form of accelerated information about the accelerators, venture capitals, because you have everything here. So if you put it divided country by country, sector by sector, so Edwin does not need to ask everyone, every VC is doing what, that will be really cool. And I remember I had such an Excel sheet for the European VCs with more than 1,000 venture capitals, capable to finance and it was open source. So I think it's the right time to start with such an open source list for our Visegrad, region, so that we don't ask everyone We just, enter and see in the Excel sheet where to find our sector in which country and what we could do. So personally, I think it's super important where you live, where you do your startup. Because if you are doing that in Wrocław, you have a beautiful ecosystem ranked as 8. So we are 8 in the world and 2nd in Europe after Oslo, giving you that ecosystem. That ecosystem means that you have people like you around you, that you have friends. You can just call in the morning and said, Marek, I need to talk about you about my current challenge. I cannot solve this problem by my own. I didn't sleep 2 nights. They will help you because those people are doing their ventures and they can probably solve your challenge, solve your problem because they already entered that pool before. This is what we do at Startup Founders in our association. We are close to each other. We have the same, the same stories behind us. So why Wrocław, or why to choose a good place to be? Because you need to care about your well-being. If you do something for the people, if you're enthusiastic, if you love your product, you need to do that in an environment that is supportive. So in meaning academically, for the research and development, for the talent, you need to have people that, that will code your product, or engineers that will solve various problems. You need to have a motivated people. So that means a city where happy life, is just around you. It's a place to be for you. Of course, you need to be closer to your clients. So if you have a financial startups for banks, London probably will be better for you, but London is pretty expensive. So that's the reason Wrocław is #1 in Poland, #2 in Europe, and #8 in the world as a rising stars agglomerations for tech startups, because the cost of life are pretty low and the rest of the infrastructure is there. From my experience right now, it is important not to be revolutionary. It's important to be really smart. You will be speaking with the venture capitalists in May here in Wrocław, so we'll meet in person. And you will see that those venture capitalists, they are not revolutionary. They think about their money only. So you think about your product as something that will change the world, but they think about you as something that will bring them money. That's it. And this is okay, right? So that means be smart. Don't be revolutionary. Just make a small amendments. Make smart automation to the products or to the process that already exists. And if you need a pivot, then back with whom? So again, if you don't have an association you are with, if you don't have yet your circle of trust, people that you can speak, daily, and you can trust them, find them, because this is crucial for you at every stage of your company. Because being a startupper is to be emotionally up and downs, is to smash the ground, stand up, care about your wants and make it farther. And it's not easy if you are just alone to keep your enthusiasm and to keep your love to what you are doing. Okay, and I know how it's always about the money. So I've shared already that site where we have all our VCs already listed. But to be honest, don't lose your time right now to scroll. You can scroll over that, but they won't grant you any money at this point. We entered a very difficult time of crisis. Where you can find the money is European funds. And this is where we are looking for money, European funds. Right now, for the Polish entrepreneurs and startups, FANG just started. It is a European funded program for innovative economy. I will share here also a link to that program. This is unfortunately only in Polish, but you will find here possibility to get the money for your products pretty easily if you are based in Poland, or if you have a Polish partner to that. So lots of cash there. This is what we are using as startuppers, and this is for now the only possibility we see to get real cash. We of course try to focus on Berlin and London, but right now all the VCs in the European zone, they are just focused on their national projects and companies. So you can count on your own or national programs or European funds. So this is more or less everything from myself. You can contact startup founders. There is an email also there under the link. I hope Elena and InnoBooster will do a nice spreadsheet with all VCs, put it together country by country. And I hope to see you in Wrocław during the Wolf Summit in May. And I hope you succeed with your endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you, Piotr. Do you guys have any kind of questions, any reactions? Anyone who wants to comment something? Agata, Yura, Dan, maybe you want to share some Q&As or your impressions? If no, then thank you all. Those of you who want to rewatch everything, we will put it in our YouTube, this recording. Thank you, speakers. Thanks, Elemer. Thanks, Antonin. I know you have to run. Thanks, Piotr. So we all guys will catch up together. See you all in Wolf Summit in May. Some of you I will see in London. So thanks and the best to you all. Have a nice day.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
See you.
See you. Thank you, Elemer. Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.